Okay, you ready?
No, you got a little light. Okay, I got your light.
Ready?
Okay, go.
Yeah.
How was it? Did you hit that log?
No.
I did. I about flew into the air.
Okay, bring it back.
Bring it back up. I think I'll sit down and do it this time.
You're probably wrecked. I did that when I was in Chris.
Did you wreck?
What?
Did you wreck?
No. But I could just see you wipe it out. Hitting that tree. Breaking your hip.
Breaking my head.
Just get
Okay, let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Whoa. Whoa! I thought you said I wasn't gonna wreck.
What? I'll do it that way now.
Okay, you'll probably look at this where I hit that tree.
Now I'll
Rob, you just better do it with safety so you don't hit that leg.
now I'm
Oh,
gonna
well.
do it sitting down. I'll make it all the Is it scary when you start to wreck? Look at that tree. Brr! It's snow on my glove. I'll put down my back.
It's the breaks of the game, kid. Oh, guess what? I didn't have it recording.
You didn't?
I couldn't believe it. Just bring her down again. I'll get you.
That was great.
We're going down all the time.
Oh. There's a root or something in here. I can see it. There's another run over.
Okay, I'm ready.
That wasn't even a good wipeout.
I know.
Hey, John, me and Dave at the hill at Franklin, not Franklin, Roosevelt,
Yeah.
jumped on a ramp that was there, 15 feet or more.
Bruce, go over to this new trail. We got another trail over here where you're in the air more than you're on the ground. It's funner.
Beautiful woods. It's what, Nick?
There's a hill over there, right there, see it? Trail over there, you're in the air more than you're on the ground. Woo, woo. That's one you can go down now, Rob.
I'll go down this one with my butt first.
Go down that one. Why
I
not?
want to take guts to go down in your stomach.
I'll go down that one on my butt.
You bounce right off.
No, I won't. I'm a bucko rider.
Buffalo rider.
Bucko. See ya. Bye-bye. You're dead.
Oh!
What happened, Rob?
Ah!
One leg go on either side of that tree.
Did that really hurt?
Yes.
Did you get racked?
Yes.
You in pain?
What's the matter, Robbie?
I'll be the rescue team. Rescue team! You all right?
I didn't think I was gonna do bad. I thought I was just gonna run into it with my foot.
Around it.
There she comes. Okay, we got low light here, but hopefully, here comes Mama out to work. Say hi to Grandpa and Grandma, Nick. Say it.
Hi.
Now you be careful.
All this garbage.
Yes. She's more safe in the little car than the big one. That's why she takes my company car.
You think I can get out?
Yeah, you can get out.
Back around?
Just like you always do. I didn't shovel it for nothing. Oh. What's he doing?
Why you on my head? Watch this, watch Bruce.
I gotta get over here and get a picture of it.
Yeah, watch this.
Not doing anything. Two woodpeckers are out there. Bruce, there's two woodpeckers.
I know it.
Red-headed woodpeckers. I'm gonna pull his leg out of Joe.
Ready to get you?
Yes.
Don't get him too rough.
By accident.
What?
You get him too rough, because if he gets too rough, then he thinks it's always okay to bite.
I did that twice
He didn't
by
like that.
accident. Pulled his leg out of joint. We dodge him, we dodge him.
I know, I did.
Yeah, we keep sleeping.
Are those woodpeckers still there?
No, those two were redheaded. Let's catch.
Filming now. Oh, that's stupid, Nick. You can't see anything. You do that?
What do you mean?
Turn it off now. Hit the trigger. Stop it now.
I thought you moved it somewhere.
The camera's on. You. Right here.
Do you know where that theater is?
Yes. Get this sign right here, Nick, because this is it's blue one over here. 7th Battalion.
Can't hardly read it though.
There's a guy down there in the middle.
There's no place to park over there, so we're gonna have to park right here. Just stop it there.
Welcome to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Fort Jackson is comprised of 52,600 acres, which is 82 square miles, and is located in the center of South Carolina. The post was named for a native son of the Parramatta State, the 7th President of the United States, Andrew Jackson. The graduation is the last official formation of the training cycle and marks the successful completion of basic training. During their Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and the invocation. The drill sergeant, Avenue 1982, Staff Sergeant Lawrence Barnes, Fairfield, North Carolina. All the way, sir. Is Private Nero Borders Jr., Tampa, Florida. The trainee having achieved the highest score in basic rifle marksmanship by scoring 40 target hits out of a possible 40 targets is Private Robert G. Smith, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Always, sir. Indicating successful completion of basic training will now be presented. Please.
Focus. Focus. Like zoomed all the way forward.
You did good, Private.
building. Company formation. Company formation. As you go up.
All right, go get in the car now, Nick. Mary.
We're watching TV9.
Well, with school out now, some high school graduates next. The military hopes they'll consider a career, or at least in a few years, in the service. Eyewitness News reporter Colette Pritchard shows you how the Army gave its recent recruits a unique first-hand look at what military training is all about.
It looks like just an empty field until you look closer.
Stay there, stay there.
These infantrymen are in the Army Reserve. They only train one weekend a month, but they need to be combat ready, so they make the most of their military maneuvers.
It's air assault. We loaded onto the helicopters and were lifted to this LZ, the landing zone.
The weapons aren't loaded, but other than that, the soldiers say this training exercise is a lot like the real thing.
Echo 17.
Sergeant Smith knows the difference between a drill and deployment. He was one of the troops that invaded Grenada 5 years ago.
They're both never going exactly the way as planned, but we're able to improvise and pull off the mission to the best of our ability.
Today, Company A has guests. These are recruits waiting to leave for basic training or deciding whether to enlist.
I thought I was in the military, and I was raised in the military, and I want to go active.
I get kind of nervous every now and then, you know. When you join the Army, it's kind of hard to see what we really do. And this gives somebody who's interested in the Army kind of a chance to see what's going on.
One high school counselor says there's more interest in the service now than 10 years ago, but there's still a lot to consider.
For young people that are thinking eventually of having a family, they recognize that has a bearing in terms of family stability and lifestyle.
But for this couple, it could be the path to stability. Michelle Olson hopes her intended husband will follow her lead and sign up.
This is the only opportunity I had, because I didn't want to go to a bank and get a loan because I don't want to pay it back.
It's very competitive. We're looking for the same people the colleges are looking for.
And as the pool of young people here in the Midwest gets smaller, recruiting will only get tougher. In Viola, Colette Pritchard, TV9, Eyewitness News.
The Army says today's demonstration was quite a success, and they're considering trying it out every 6 months.
The Army National Guard is taking a flight into a new era in Iowa history this weekend. For the first time, some units will use military aircraft in one of the largest joint missions with the active Army. Guards out of Waterloo and across the state are all geared up for a new and exciting adventure.
Well, I think this is exciting for us in the Guard because in my 30 years experience, it's the first time that we've had an opportunity to load equipment and personnel into aircraft.
Excitement mixed with a little anxiety for one young paratrooper. Private Mike Walsh will make his first jump with his unit this weekend.
But the only thing you start thinking about is the things you have to think about when you're working the parachute. You just go through the steps that you get taught. I got taught, the way they teach you is it just comes instinctively. You just do it automatically.
I don't want to go laying crooked sideways.
It takes team effort between the 818 guards to carefully pack each piece of equipment needed for their 15-day mission near Fort Hunter Liggett, California. The guards will move down there with 13 aircraft and ground transportation.
When we get to California, we'll offload the equipment, move all of that about 100 miles to our training area, and then we'll just do basically the training that we do in any annual training period.
But on this mission, most of the new training will happen in the air.
We're doing some things that we haven't done. The plane is refueling in air, so we know it's going to be a rough ride.
As the engines roar, the excitement builds, and for 9 of these men, the 6-hour flight ends with a jump into their mission.
Oh, this is my 6th jump, is cherry jump. This makes you an official paratrooper. I hope it works out fine.
As the plane rocked its wings with a wave goodbye, you can bet the jump was all that was on Private Walsh's mind. Now, the Iowa Guard will return from their aircraft mission January 27th. Officers hope their air assignment is a sign of more aircraft duty in the future.
American and other Allied pilots now being held as prisoners of war in Iraq.
That's the question a lot of people are asking in the war as the war in the Persian Gulf continues. Maggie Jensen talked to 2 Iowa experts on the subject, one who has undergone POW training, the other an international law specialist who says the perpetrators must eventually stand trial themselves.
It's very difficult to watch the video of these POWs. You wonder what kind of treatment they've already been subjected to. There's no way you can train for torture, but there are things you can do to make life as a POW a little easier without compromising your country.
I would say it's probably the most difficult 9 days of my life.
Rob Smith works for a marketing firm in Cedar Rapids now, but he used to be in the 82nd Airborne, and he was among the first to fight in Grenada. Now he's in the Army Reserve and could go to Saudi Arabia. Smith went through Special Forces training, including a mock POW camp.
They put you in some concrete pits. They play a lot of Russian music and stuff like that, and they interrogate you and don't actually hurt you, but they slam you around a little bit and try to get you to divulge the information that you know.
In World War II, American soldiers were instructed to reveal only their name, rank, serial number, and date of birth. But after the Vietnam War, the code of conduct was relaxed.
The doctrine now is to say what they want you to say because it's understood that this isn't your own.
What these people are doing by violating the Geneva Convention on the Treatment of Prisoners of War, they are committing war crimes.
Burns Weston is an expert on international law, and he talked today about the 1949 Geneva Convention, which includes the rules for war.
Unless we pay attention to those rules, the world could fall into a really horribly anarchic state.
Weston says the hoped-for conclusion is that after the war, Saddam Hussein and his cohorts will be tried for their crimes against these men. Maggie Jensen, Channel 2 News, Cedar Rapids.
War in the Persian Gulf is a hardship not only on the soldiers stationed, reaching record heights. Labor analysts say that's thanks to an increase in hiring and a drop in the number of people who've lost jobs. Cedar Rapids Job Service is reporting a similar trend.
Since May the 1st, we've had over 600 new job openings just in this office alone.
Right now, more than 1.5 million Iowans have jobs. That's up more than 38,000 from this time last year. In Cedar Rapids, about 95,000 people are employed. That's up 1,000 from this time last year. And we'll have more on the job trend tonight at 10.
A lot of people have. Everybody thought it was a fake right off the bat.
The special training tomorrow are expected to say a record number of Iowans are employed, and the unemployment rate is falling too. Both are good news for job seekers, as our Judy Wang reports.
If you're looking for a job, the telecommunications industry is a pretty good bet these days. For example, this Cedar Rapids company recently added 36 new employees.
As companies are more successful and add more customers, you obviously need more and more people, top quality people, to serve the needs of our customers.
Right now, more businesses are hiring, and not as many of you are losing your jobs. In Cedar Rapids, for example, unemployment is at a little over 4%, down a point from this time last year.
Think about that. That's 95.8% of our people are employed. And I think we need to look at it positively.
Hemming says more than 600 new jobs have opened up since May 1st. If you're looking, check out telecommunications, engineering, and sales. Job Service officials say many new companies have recently located in eastern Iowa. The office also reports that a number of companies already here have plans to expand. But if you're looking for work in manufacturing, that's when it gets tough. The good news is that if you land one of those jobs, you'll likely earn a higher salary. Judy Wang, Channel 2 News, Cedar Rapids.
President Clinton's deficit reduction plan moves a step closer to reality tonight.